It's time for Power Hour.
Hey, what's up? Just going live because some price action, some developments, and I'm just getting this over with, man, at this point. So, right, I'm gonna provide the value, whether people are here or not. So, I'm gonna go to the markets and what's happening today, something significant. Bitcoin, you got another 4 hours till the daily close. But bearish and golden candles being worked on, unless a miracle happens, which we've seen them before. It'll be a confirmed breakdown, and you're working on the lowest daily candle close since March 16th. And I mean, like, you know, total market cap was pretty solid for an increased probability of downside versus upside, even though nothing's certain. You know what it looked like. And speaking of that, let's look. There it is. Remember the time it was a cool story that buyers defended the bear flag for, you know, a day, and then what? Just failed to break the inflection zone and started rolling over, and it's broken. So it's like, looks were not deceiving. What was actually, you know, what a head and shoulders is, what a bear flag is, all that stuff was real. And it's now unfolding that way with definitely more downside. May not happen immediately, but again, just look at the Bitcoin chart and understand there's more downside if it's a real bearish breakdown. I mean, I think a minimum target, 25,378, minimum. 25.2, 25.3, swing low, swing high. 3 different times. And there's also the demand line that would take you maybe down to 24K moving target. And then there's the 200-day simple moving average way down at 22.6. All areas where there could be a reaction. But finally, maybe, again, it's not even confirmed yet. Seen the most insane stuff ever on Bitcoin, but like in 4 hours, if all stayed the same or worse, it would be the lowest close in 2 months. Well, actually be like a little over 2 months. And, you know, just consolidating for so long, man. All right, Ethereum, what a bamboozle, down 3.3%. Bearish and golden candle would be confirmed, and if all stayed the same at the close or lower, then it would be, in fact, the lowest daily candle close since March 28th. Be pretty much like 2-month lows on Ethereum. Of course, right? There's 4 hours to go, so it could rally and then maybe not do that. But that's how close you are. You're rivaling all these other swing lows from this month. So still in this long, you know, midterm uptrend, but they're still like, if you're going to get oversold in the uptrend, long way down, you know, 1600s. All right, Ethereum. Let's go to, well, I mean, you know what? There it is. The stock market closed. Ring the bell. All right, let's say screw crypto for a moment. Let's go to the S&P 500. We were looking at the S&P 500. Let's look at the futures or the SPX. I'm trying to remember. I look at all 3 of them. I'm just not sure which one's being updated. It's kind of annoying. Like, you look at all these charts and you're updating like the futures, the spot price, and then the ETF that tracks the spot price. 3 different charts you got to update. It's annoying. You know, the bearish divergence has certainly developed. There it is. Right, the high, then the slightly pathetically higher high with lower levels, positive momentum, negative Momo now building again, down 0.73%. Guess what? Did you break out? No. Nope. False bullish breakout. Buyers were exhausted. So weak so far, couldn't even see 4,200, 4,300. You know what happened? You didn't even fill the gap. There's a gap at 42.27. Never happened. Maybe that does happen, but dang, man, that's terrible. I mean, that is miserable price action, where, you know, this is the high, these are the higher highs and just lower levels, and then rejecting the bullish control zone threshold, right? Anything above 60s in the bullish control zone confirming that no, that's not going to happen. That's not happening. Dow Jones Industrial Average, well, very nice. Yeah, very nice. Not bad. Good. You know what's bad? When classic distribution structures occur, all these bearish variables, all this bearish price action happens, and it doesn't go down. That's bad, because that's like what we're reading it a certain way, and it seems bad. It seems down next, not up, and it's going down. That's awesome. That's TA being respected. Lowest daily candle close in Dow Jones Industrial since March 29th. Going on 2-month lows. Below a key inflection zone. Testing the 200-day simple moving average for the first time since March 28th. Of course, miracles happen and you may not catch much follow through, but this is extremely bearish. A lot of downside potential, which is good. I'm all for markets where there are impulses and moves after consolidation. Make money shorting or buying. But, you know, markets that are just sideways forever, those are like really tough to make money in. So I want an impulse down. I want moves. I want TA to be respected where I can identify it, allocate a position properly, and make money on it, right? Speculating. With a stop loss set up to protect myself in case that trade goes against me, I expect nothing. So, I would think a lot lower, man. I think a lot lower. Market participants have confirmed distribution once in August last year, and then one time collectively. This all is one time from December to now. Let's look at that 50 and 20. Below the 50 now. Below the 20. So you blew all the moving averages. I guess you're testing the last one. But, yeah. NASDAQ gapped down 0.61%, but really not even a big deal. Nothing's even happened. Who cares? Hitting near an 886. We were discussing yesterday, if you continue to sell off, you'll be developing triple bearish divergence. And that seems like it's starting to, unless something happens, they just start max bidding again tomorrow and the next day. It seems like you are developing it now, or we could maybe at least try to identify it, the waning momentum. So now the NASDAQ has it, like the S&P. Excuse me. All right. 12,300 and then 12,000 after that if this is going to start really selling off. Great. The Russell 2000 that was so close and then painted that shooting star yesterday, and it's like, no way, we couldn't even make that up in our minds, and gapped down with follow through. And remember, the rejection of the 200-day simple moving average was awful. Couldn't even fill that gap from March 9th. Crazy. But, you know, again, still above 170, 173. So it could just be chop city and over and over and over. So I don't really, until you break 170, no technical damage being done, but still just range bound between 170 and 180. But if that was not damning, I don't know what is. That's so textbook, so perfect. Now you got that confirmation today. All right, there are your index funds. Guess we can go back and just look at BNB real quick. Down 2.56%. Nice bearish engulfing candle. I want this thing to nuke. I want it to nuke because it's an active short trade setup. And it was all based on strategizing a short at near a key resistance, which is exactly what everyone should be doing. That's how it works. Buy low, sell high. Short, sell high at resistance after a third failed attempts, bearish divergence and tweezer tops on the third peak. Yeah. And then, you know, of course, the luxurious local confirmation high than the previous high. Distribution confirmed. Okay, rolling over, and you know, ready for the flush, ready for a big pullback, a drawdown, if you will, not a pullback, a drawdown. Long way down to 225. May not happen. Right? I never said we expected anything. That's still just getting real close to that bearish control zone. I mean, XRP, if you want to look at it, just okay, just. I don't know. Look, again, it's cool, the high lows for so long, but if total really plays out, we really start flushing, the markets start really selling off because it's warranted based on technicals. I mean, this is going back down to 40 cents again. This trend line would not hold. It's being defended again. But again, who cares about XRP these days? All right, and then you got your all your S coins getting wrecked. I mean, FTM down 9%, Hex down 7%, 2 cents now. Okay, Hex is down to 2 cents, 2 pennies. Wow, you know what happened today? It actually took out the low from the 80% drop day, or the last 3 days, May 13th, right? You took that out. So Hex officially today saw its lowest price really since December of 2022. So that whole rally was pumped and dumped. And that's it. And go ahead, make your excuses about Hex is on something. Okay, cool, dude. So the guy who developed this crypto pump and dump, he moved somewhere else to draw in more hype, to do it all over again. All right, cool. But, Hex still is trading on a free market. So that means there are people that did lose this much money this fast. And you're not going to convince me otherwise. That did happen. So here's some issues. I mean, really below 2.29 cents, Hex is toast, man. There's not really anything till 1.3 cents. I would be surprised if we didn't see that. Audio check. Is audio check good? What's up, Dow Jones? Thanks, man. Why is this dude talking? Shut up. On music, on the song, dude. Just sometimes, dude. These sets. All right, get wrecked text. I'll set up an alert. A get wrecked alert. You should too. Synchronize it. ICX down 7%. Litecoin nuked, man. I was talking about one of the best looking ones, and it's still technically okay, but in the analysis done yesterday, we talked about total, and it's like if total played out, like for real, there's no way it's going higher. It's not gonna moon, and this is not gonna really play out if total just keeps dumping. If Bitcoin dumps, no way. So still above the 200-day moving average, if you can even believe it, still above $84 by $1. But here's an issue. Real fast on the daily, you got hidden bearish divergence developing. So implied continuation downward. Well, I mean, I guess a 7% down day will do that. So now you got to worry. It's okay until you're falling below like $77. But now you got to understand, like, this could be, if there's follow through here and we take out the previous low, it would be like confirmation, some form of confirmation of distribution where you confirm the top, then the sell off, higher lows fine, still uptrending, but then a lower high gets put in. And then if the lower high gets put in, then a lower low after, then yeah, things are starting to reverse. The trend's starting to reverse. Levels getting violated. Not really great. Let's look at Dash. What a joke, dude. Yeah, a nice bullish hammer. I mean, it was gorgeous. Bullish pin bar hammer, almost a dragonfly doji. Reacted brilliantly off of a key inflection point from like 2016 or something. Rallied, and that was it. That was it, right? So on the daily, these were each day represents, or each candle represents 24 hours. What happened? Just like Litecoin, and then just like that, hidden bearish divergence. Continuation downward implied. You reset the oscillators, and guess what? Sitting at 33.5, perfect for more downside. All right, you're going to get another test here soon, and it may not hold. I mean, all these S coins look like this, dude. Everyone. They're all like this. Bad. And as you know, we could look at commodities too. Gold's down. Okay. Not really able to catch enough bids. Bearish and golden candle confirmed in 48 minutes. Close to the bearish control zone on the RSI. And just the reaction is continuing. It takes time, man. So we're watching the reaction occur in real time. But it's slow.
BTS, Lockheed Martin Quantum Supplier, just TP'd adding back on pullback, just $3 from here, but wanted to share that Rigetti Spaghetti RGTI didn't do bad itself. Much respect, Dragons. 1.618 reached crossed. And
thank you, dude. Crypto Sharknado, thank you for the 20 super chat. Yeah, we'll look at that. QBTS, sure. All right, so that was, you know, gold and silver getting hit even harder. Man, there's no edge right now. I mean, there's just not. Testing $23 and waiting to see what kind of reaction would occur here. You got plenty of reaction back in December and January of this year. But here we are again, and it's just got to wait, man. These things kind of got overcooked, and so that's kind of been the story. I mean, just the rally happened. There's no discernible edge that would increase your probability of more upside. In fact, there was kind of an argument for shorter term downside, right, with the completed shark and all that. Yeah, platinum too got wrecked, man. Gee, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. You just don't know, because there's just, yeah, maybe it was holding, but no one was. There was no follow through off the back test, and when that's the case, you just can't really say, is it really breaking out and back testing the breakout? Not, and here we are, violating everything, violating the 1050 ice line from 2006, violating the supply line that goes back, you know, first anchor point February 2021. But as we were discussing just yesterday, platinum sellers could push the price, to $957, you know, $950, as long as a higher low gets put in than the low from February, then and a pivot occurs, you could be talking about classic accumulation, something similar to what Shopify and Google looked like before they went on big rallies. So, or the inverse of what the Dow Jones looked like before it started selling off today. So they're your like big precious metals. Food commodities got shattered, at least wheat getting destroyed. Down 2.57%. Really close to the lowest close of the big drawdown here. There's a lot of downside on wheat. And corn did okay, right? Yeah, corn was actually up today. Interesting how you got wheat down 2.5%, then corn's up 1.6%. All right, man. It's the corn. Buyers defending that level from July of last year. Nice. Not much to write home about. Maybe a gap fill. 628 eventually, but just nothing tradable, really. I mean, unless you're just scalping at a support. Remember, the trend reversed. I think you'd be looking for short opportunities after wherever this takes us. Orange juice cannot be stopped. If you try to stop orange juice, your life will end. Orange juice, another day, another freshly squeezed all-time high. Up 2.5%. Highest close in human history. You will not stop it, man. 1618's 311. Beautiful. It cannot be stopped, man. I don't know what to say. This is like in a world of its own. I think they I don't know what happened, man, in the Matrix, but the orange, you know, from Bitcoin has shifted to orange juice. It's crazy. Okay, so just looking at U.S. oil that was up today marginally. I mean, okay, just continue to rally. I've already discussed this every day. It's trash until it can break above 82.50 and somehow secure a higher high. And the ice line's $78, right? Then we look at natural gas. That was up today a lot. I mean, 3.7% is like everyday thing for natural gas. Okay, so what do you put in another higher low here? I wonder if like there's subtle accumulation going on. Hard to trust it, man. I mean, you just like showed bearish divergence and the morning star reversal at 265. Oh, we'll see. This is the basement though, so. Copper got like destroyed. Hold on one sec.
Bruh.
Sorry, I have my mic muted. Oh, I was just talking about Target, right? Talking about Target. Had their lowest close of the year 2023. You know, it's the macro, but it's also other things too, you'd think. And once 138 breaks, I mean, that's the floodgates for a lot lower prices. Okay, just that's all I said. So we look at VFC, which owns North Face, and they came out with some. And they came out with, you know, an advertisement today. It's hilarious. It really is, right? These companies are seeing the backlash, and they're seeing like, wow, 99% of people don't want this. But it's funny. They're like, oh, let's just trigger people that pay us. 99% of our customer base. Let's just do the opposite of what they prefer. Because it's not about making money anymore, apparently, right? I mean, look at VFC. I guess they don't care if they go bankrupt. You want to see this chart? Go to the 3-day. You need. Look at this. Terra Luna fractal stuff, right? But Target is like $13. So, I mean, there's so much downside. You can't even believe it right now. There's just another 30% downside, and it's not, that would be normal. It would be weird if VFC did not lose another 30% in time. Oscillators completely reset on the 3-day. Bearish control zone at like 33. No bids in sight. What you think what they were doing was going to make this company all of a sudden catch bids? It's not. So keep like poking the hornet's nest of consumers that pay for everything. And you're going to see what happens. This is and really it's kind of been like, oh, it's tolerable, kind of tolerable, but then all of a sudden it's like, oh, going after children. You go after these consumers' children, you're going to feel it. It is going to be interesting to see how this all plays out. You know, it's just. But yeah, you had some stocks that got pretty demolished today. All right, so Freeport McMoran below the 200-day moving average. Look at this. Look at the weekly. Just go to the weekly on the FCX, not FTX. FCX. You tell me if that's not Momo shift. Oh man, just hidden bearish divergence was there on the right shoulder, and look at how it's playing out. And you're approaching 3150. You'll be there soon, and if that doesn't hold, I mean, it's a long way down. Metals and minerals. Okay, there's a lot of companies, man. A lot of that, dude. Oh my God, Foot Locker. It's straight up low key crashing. All right, last week, highest volume spike you've seen since 2017 on another crash. And here's the problem. You're below that swing low. And it's such a real level. I can't even begin to really tell you. You know, I think you've had some whipsaws and COVID crash and then June of last year. I think this is it, though. Because it's like the rally ensued, dead cat bounce, and now you're crashing again. There is a ridiculous. I mean, this asset could go to like $5, $15. So much downside. Foot Locker, man. Ford looked terrible. Remember, it was like descending triangle behavior. I'll see it now. Oh my God. You know what it looks like? Holy crap. You know what this looks like. It's like PayPal before it imploded. There's a base of buying, right? I think the composite operator right now is propping the price of Ford up just so he can offload his position and or on these peaks take his shorts. And he's been adding to his short position for months. And it looks like the whole levy is about to break, and you have a target of 883, which is, once it breaks, bye-bye Ford. See it 20% drawdown potential here. Wait, didn't Ford do the thing too? They did, didn't they? You saw the ad, right? The commercial. Like, what in what world are people that they're catering to in that ad? Who's gonna buy that? Who in that demographic is gonna afford that? It's 0.02% of the population. These things are insane. They're just doing it to piss off consumers. And they're about to find out. They're effing around. They're going to find out. I'll be right back. I gotta get something. It was at my door. Like button, bell sub if you want. Okay. Oh, also, Nvidia reported earnings today. Oh my God, Nvidia's up 14%. Sweet mother of Jesus, chat. Up here, currently at 349, it's up 14%. I knew it, man. It's like, oh, leading up to earnings, like, okay, just inverse that theory, and there it is. Nvidia going to take over the world. I'm telling you, it's going to be a top 4 market cap.
After hours,
yeah, just insane. This is the Skynet of our time. Beautiful. There it is. Wow, Nvidia, crazy. That'll pump the markets, man, by itself. What kind of market cap increase is that? It was the highest level ever. What, you go back to November of 2021. Remember when Bitcoin was at 69,000 effing dollars? Well, Nvidia was at 350. Guess what? Nvidia's there again. Screw Bitcoin. Nvidia is the king of the world. Get wrecked, Bitcoin, and everything else. All right, I'll be right back. It's wild, man. Nvidia is so absurd that even Bitcoin's catching bids on it, man. See, the futures are still open, right? Yeah, see it. Yep, here's the NASDAQ 100. This would be Nvidia here. Look what it's doing. And then you got the Dow Jones over here, unable to do anything. So, yeah, this is like, you're not looking to short strength, right? You'd be looking to short weakness, and Dow Jones has been the epitome of weakness during this bear market rally. So, yeah, you have to deal with stuff like this. You have to deal with, I mean, there's money out there, and it's been going in a handful of names, and Nvidia was one of them, and now it's hitting nuclear levels. Yeah, and you just never know. I mean, like, earnings call could come out and it could just reverse, but, you know, for now, at this current time, $350 Nvidia, and it is beautiful. It really is. You want to see something crazy, man? I'll just show you the QQQ. I mean, what you show me this chart, it's just like...
Technology, what is that all about? Is it good or is it whack?
There it is, up, you know, after hours, 0.86% on one asset pump, you know. That'll do it. But still, right? I mean, you haven't broken anything. In actuality, the QQQ's broken nothing. And there's still that bearish divergence argument that's developed. And there's Bitcoin, right? Just going. This, I don't think there's ever been a time in the past 3 months where Bitcoin's actually drawn down in the first couple hours, 3 hours of the stock market closing. It's almost been, it happens every day, because I'm watching this market every day, and I see Bitcoin, when the stock market closes, no more selling. It always stops for at least 3 hours. Completely. And sometimes it just does what it's doing right now, where it's heading on back up, man. All right, we're going for the back test at 26,550. What's up, Double Cracker? I don't know. We'll look at.
How much more upside you think on PANW daily?
Well, it kept testing that level over and over and over, and then failed again, and then gapped up on earnings. It's just like, oh, forget about it, dude. Earnings are a joke, right? They just, okay, all these things are happening, and then just complete opposite. We'll look at it. Okay, so even with this greatness on Nvidia, it's just not enough. Nvidia has to be at 15% in order for the Qs tomorrow to just be up to 334, and you haven't taken out the highs from May 22nd. So you're just getting, and this is just resolution soon if this keeps playing out, you know, which is all saying down soon, not up. Bearish divergence continues. All right. Here comes the test, chat. Here it comes, man. So the VIX, if you didn't know today, yeah, I mean, PAN-W was up 7+%. Just crazy. Just earnings, man. Earnings, you cannot trade an asset going into earnings, because it just, the gamble is so real. It's like literal 50% chance it could land on heads or tails. That's you trading when it's going into earnings. You cannot trade it. It doesn't matter how good the technical argument is. Something like PAN-W or Nvidia, whatever. Nvidia was not a short setup at all. My God. There was no argument for a short setup too, just besides, oh, it's really high. That's it. That's all you had. Look at your VIX, up 8% today. Well, got as high as like 20.75, highest level since the beginning of May 4th. Yeah, really just Okay, elevated, but who cares? It's not enough. Hey man, Nvidia is going to save the world. No sellout can be sustained. I don't know. I thought they were trying to, take liquidity out of the markets. Thought they were trying to curb inflation. Yeah, right, man. They're going to keep raising interest rates. People just don't get, like, the more these big tech names just keep doing this, there's going to be so much more pain from the Fed. Interest rates are going to go up. I can't even believe. I want to know what these people were smoking. These supposed professional analysts, right? They get paid to be analysts, and they were saying that well, there's like an 11% chance of a rate hike in July, and now today it's like 43% in chance of a rate increase. It's 100% chance, man. It's gonna happen. You'll see. These equities are big drivers. These equities pumping on this market definitely have an influence on what Jerome Powell is going to do next, what the Fed's going to do next. And guess what? These markets are saying, go ahead, raise them, keep raising them, and they will. And it will break things, like not the big tech names that keep pumping, but it will break all the weakness, like stuff on the Dow Jones, things that don't make money. They're going to get wrecked, man. This is going to cause. I mean, think about it. It's going to be way harder to get debt, to get in debt, right? To get a loan, to start a business. I mean, this is going to trickle down for a long time. And look at the NASDAQ 100 just pumping. Nvidia's got to be up 20% plus now, right? Has to be. 17.5%. Sweet mother of God. Stock of the year, stock of the 2020s so far. Yep, best thing that's existed in the 2020s. Well, the thing is, I mean, like, why there are so many companies that exist that don't make money is because they were in a zero interest rate environment for so long, and now that environment's gone, and we're going to keep going further away from that, and people are going to realize how real it. And the problem is, like, people say, like, the boomers should be like, well, that's like normal. I mean, we used to have those interest rates. Yeah, you were also paying $100,000 or $80,000 for a house when you had interest rates that high. Housing prices have gone down none. Like in most places, none. Yeah, only the crap holes that, with their terrible government policies. Sure, they've gone down. They've cratered, of course. But in just normal America, the housing prices have barely gone down. No one sell. Why would anyone sell? How could they? Who's going to sell their 3% or less interest rate on their mortgage at their current property to buy into a still extremely inflated market, right? Just by valuation, the price of the house, on top of, now instead of going from 3%, I got to get a new loan, new mortgage, and 7%. No one's going to do that. Dude, this is insane. Nvidia's up 20%. 20% right now. The 1272 VIP extension's $410. Will we get there? Good Lord. It will never stop, man, I guess, right? Not for tech. Tech's just going to keep going. Cash buyers, of course. Sure, cash buyers. But that is like, and that's like a huge percentage of homes bought now are with cash buyers. But please tell me, like, how many people can afford that? It's like you either made your money in the past few years or you already had it, or good luck, man. It's making money is way harder to come by these days than it was. I do love seeing the Dow Jones still doing nothing. I dig that. Excited to see Ford collapse. It seems like, I mean, it's not like your most strategic short, but my God, it is just on the... This is the one to watch. You better have an alert set up on Ford. Everyone here, like put it at like 11 bucks, 11.07. You hear this beep, you're breaking such a major level. And it's like, yeah, okay, whatever. I mean, it's like legit just redistribution over and over and over. I mean, that's a descending triangle if I've ever seen one. Something like that. That's it. I should start making a... I should make a woke watch list, right? Like I have a diabetes watch list, a watch list of all the banks, watch list that comprises all the Dow Jones stocks, right? Gotta have a woke list. I mean, what will we add, right? Someone help me out. Okay, so we know we have like a few, right? We got Target, Ford, Bud, Disney. Oh yeah, Disney for sure. We should make an ETF, right? Yeah, VF for C. Yeah, VFC. Netflix for sure. Yeah. Oh my God, definitely Netflix. Screw Netflix, man. Adidas, Addy, OTC. Calvin Klein. I mean, I'm not sure what might be owned by. Let's see. Yeah, I don't think so. It's probably just like North Face. Yeah, I guess in the end they're all woke, but to a certain degree, right? Where you're like, everyone's watching what's happening, and it's like now it's like if you're they've jumped the shark kind of with the whole Bud Light thing. And it's like if you are doing stuff actively after that, marketing this thing, that's the big one. So I think like Ford and North Face, certainly. Target too. Hershey's. Yeah, I think they did something. Oh yeah, they did something too. Yeah. But that's on the diabetes list, so... Hershey's was HSY. Okay. Anyway, we'll continue to update it because I'm sure there will certainly be more. Yeah, Disney. Let's check it out. Lowest daily candle close on Disney since like the beginning of the year, and oh boy, $90 is a mega level. Breaking $90 is serious, going back to like 2015 and 16. There's not much below that. It could be going to $78. Just a rejection of the 200-day moving average. The bearish trend continues. No, we should make an ETF called WOKE. I can't believe no one's thought of that. That's insane. How's Nvidia doing? Still probably in about 18-20%. 18%, yeah. Just up there, man. Elevated. Crazy. In a good way. Love Nvidia, man. It's only like lagging stuff. Lagging, someone's like asking about something. Why is it going up? After Bud did that too. Anheuser-Busch also did that. Good God. It's up 0.78% after hours, but it was down almost 2% today. It was the lowest daily candle close. Wow. Anheuser-Busch had its lowest daily candle close since November 25th of last year. That happened today. And just gapped down. Awful. I mean, I think a back test to 59 can happen. But, yeah, this is very bad. Well, the set ended. Okay. Yeah, man, it's like normally these streams used to be like when the market was real, you know, when there was just actual people playing it in crypto. We could look at a lot more of the cryptos, but it's just now like it's like a dead asset class for the most part. And I think maybe one day it'll get better, but for now it's like 2018. It's just there's just better, more active markets now, far superior in liquidity and movement and just patterns and all that. And just crypto is just a big old joke now. Look at this. I mean, it's hilarious. It's dead, and just like, oh, look, these are not 5-minute candles, chat. These are 1-day candles. Bear flagging. Somebody like, no, dude, it's a harmonic in the dumbest context for a harmonic. No, one more downside. You know what it is? Most likely that in a beautiful bear flag on an S coin. I mean, that's the story of the S coins right now. Jokes. So things like, I mean, screw this. When we look at Walmart, man, Walmart was awesome. I hope there's more follow through. That you may not get it. It's just it's so powerful. But dude, you can't say it wasn't an area where one could strategize a short with stop losses. You know, I mean, just need a more of a flush here. Okay. I mean, there could be a lot of downside. It's almost like, is it Wyckoff distribution maybe? It's not probably lost your gun. It's certainly that. It is definitely that is part of it. Surprised Bitcoin didn't. I mean, my God, it was close enough, right? You were like 26.5 and you got to 26. Man, you were like $60 off the back test. But come on, dude, do it. Yikes. All right, let's look at that. We had a request, right? QBTS for Sharknado. D-Wave Quantum. Oh my God, dude. Just, wow. I don't even know what to tell you. Like, up 9%, up 2.73% after hours. Yeah, this is Lockheed Martin's quantum supplier. Yeah, really? How are they in business still? Or how long have they been the quantum supplier? It's at $1.10. Not much to do here. Like what? Like there's resistance, support. Here's another resistance, candle high close from January. That's all I got. If you're above that level, it's like you've broken it. The buyers are attempting to break it. If it stayed above 105 long enough, you could say a target's 168. And that's it. Like most of the time with these requests, I'm always grateful for them. Just sometimes when people request stuff like this, there's literally nothing I can do. I can just plot a couple lines, but other than that, there's a little divergence at the end, but I think there had been a continuation of divergence and it finally played out. So that's great, man. He took profit though. That's what he did. He took profit probably right around 105. Makes sense. You did. All right, double cracker. Well, it gapped up. It was at resistance, and it just gapped up like violently above all inflection points. So when that happens, dude, who knows? No idea. It's just gonna. Oh, okay. Jesus, dude. Just that's what you get, man. With earnings. It's the gamble. It's the casino, right? I mean, just look, back test, and then sign of weakness, then a rally, then a formal back test of up thrust, then sells off, and then earnings, and then nothing matters. So you're approaching all-time highs. You said how much more upside? I mean, where it is right now, why not 213? Why not just go for an all-time high? I mean, this is crazy. It's like bearish divergence too. Everything was like set up, and it just doesn't matter because that's the way earnings works. That was the highest daily candle close since April of last year. So 52-week highs on earnings. But just remember, even that's awesome, right? Keep in mind that today was formally, you didn't even do it on April 19th. But today, formally, you tested an 88% retrace. Just saying. All right, so Nvidia continues to moon, as you can see. All I like to do is look at the NASDAQ 100 futures at its highs of the session. 10 minutes to go till the close. It'll reopen in an hour after the close, but I'm just saying, like, that's how you know Nvidia is probably up to, what, 24% now? 23, 24? No, it's only up 19%. Maybe some other assets are out there pumping with it, but dang, that's just so impressive, man. I've been live for an hour, and yeah, I don't really see much need for me to stick around. I think everyone's got it, man. These bear markets. People know what they want. The siege of the bear market, man. It's getting to me. Big time. Big time getting to me. And I'm not even talking about charts. I'm talking about the streaming aspect. I don't get grabbing bear market charts. Great. I love the Dow Jones dumping. Keep it dumping, man. Get paid. Every time the Dow Jones dumps, I get paid. Wow. Crazy. Well, you got, you think like Nvidia would push everything up connected to its semiconductors, right? But not on everything. MCHP that got wrecked today gapped down back at the 200-day moving average. It was down 5.15%. Guess what it is after hours? Down 0.14%. Not even touched. No one even touched it. So I think like the AMD would be getting the residuals, right? Yeah, AMD up 6.8% for doing nothing, man. Heading towards 119. That's the next target. But I really do like that AMD, like the buyers, defended this level here twice. Engulfed on the second test, too. And it's just been number go up and now culminating into Nvidia Big Brother's earnings. Wow, something else, dude. Gonna wonder if it'll make an 886 eventually. Good God. As I keep speaking, man, NASDAQ 100 in power, its own power hour, power minutes, right? Just gone, dude. At the highest price you've seen since just yesterday. Riveting. No, but this will keep the queues going, man. At least for a little bit more. I'm telling you though, I don't. One asset doing this. Got to wonder if it's really that significant. It's very significant for Nvidia. It's unbelievably awesome for Nvidia. I just don't know if it's really that great for the rest of the market. I think there are only like 29 stocks on the S&P 500 right now that are outperforming the S&P 500 itself. And the last time we saw that small amount of assets outperforming the collective S&P 500 was in 1999. So that's what you consider the market breadth, right? It's a handful of assets liquidity's going into, and everything else under the hood is getting destroyed. But it's very deceiving because you're looking at the index funds and you're thinking everything's fine, but it's not. It's not fine at all, man. Because of like institutions just keep mass selling. Well, they're selling very quietly behind the scenes, man. And once these big tech names finally pull back, it's going to be brutal for the underperformers, the ones that weren't doing well. They will, oh my God, it's going to be real bad. Excited to see. You still know how much longer it's going to be. All right, well, I'll just leave y'all to it, man. Just know it's just every day goes by. For the streamer, it only gets worse, and there's nothing I can do to stop it. It's crazy, man. I feel I'm literally helpless. Watching, you know, myself just fade more and more into obscurity, and no one to talk to about it either. It's just like, just the way it works. Just how it is. All right, well, I guess it's been a good 5.5 years. I mean, I made it that long, so hey, dude, whatever. So y'all be good. Thanks for coming out, and thanks to Double Cracker, Marbob, Crypto Sharknado, and Dow Jones. Thanks for the contributions. All right, y'all be good.